Hello.
Hi.
All right, now we're going.
All right, cool.
All right. So I'm not going to ask you how your fucking weekend went because you didn't do anything, I'm
Right.
certain.
Right.
So let's talk about pee.
Okay. Perfect. I love talking about pee.
So this video of this chick singing went, it was all over Twitter and shit. So I'm sure it's not a surprise. And you've already said that you've seen it.
Right.
But we're going to watch it again because it's hot.
Because it's hot. Okay.
So
if you say so.
If you could do me a favor, because most of the people will listen to this and not watch the video.
Sure.
Could you please explain what it is I'm about to play?
Yep. There's a Rage Against the Machine cover band, and they were playing a song. They pulled a guy up on stage, and the lead singer pulled down her pants, laid the guy down, and pissed in his face.
God, that's so hot. All right.
So not hot. She's having trouble getting her rock and roll pants off.
I'm going to turn it down.
All right.
Is there anything more metal than this?
That is horrible. And then the worst part of this back. Oh God, he's like shaking his head back and forth, getting that shit everywhere. She thinks she heard a shot.
All right. Now you tell me what you think is wrong with that.
What's wrong with it? It's everything that's wrong with our society. No, I don't know. No, it's fucking gross. What do you mean? What's wrong with it? You don't like. You go to a show, like, oh, I'm gonna go see this Rage Against the Machine cover band for some reason, and you end up with a girl that you don't know pissing in your face. That you're asking me what's wrong with it? Like I'm just describing what happened, and that's what's wrong with it. What if she has hepatitis?
Worth it.
What if she has diabetes?
Then she'd have sweet pea.
Yeah. So what? Okay.
So I know there's two types of people.
Right.
Okay. There's people that it's like, oh, that's so fucking hot.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's so lucky. And then there's people that are like you, like, I don't give a fuck. That is disgusting.
Yeah. I'm not like disgusted. Like, oh my God, that should never happen. It's not hot. It's the opposite of hot. All I thought, I watched that video and I was like, oh.
God, you are so fucking boring.
Listen. All I thought, she's peeing on this guy's face, and then she pulls up her pants. And the first thought that went into my head is, now she has pee inside of her pants for the rest of the show. That's where my mind went.
Okay, that is gross.
See? She's got to do the rest of the show with piss in her pants.
So whatever, that's fine. If you want to piss on somebody's face, that's great. And if you want to get your face pissed on, that's even better. Like,
no,
I don't care. It doesn't affect me. It does. No. Let me finish. My problem with it is that the band turned on her after.
Yes. Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. They put out a statement saying it'll never happen again. She shouldn't have done that, whatever. Like basically disowning her or just short of kicking her out of the band, which is fucked up. She should quit. If I was her, I'd quit. Or at the very least, at the next show, I'd piss in somebody's face. I mean, fuck them.
Okay, so are you telling me that you're that much of a contrarian that
yes,
if you
I don't even know what you're gonna say, but yes. I mean, no. Son of a bitch.
So if I tell you I forbid you from drinking your own urine on the show, then you'll do it?
I mean, no, but not now, because I know that I know your angle, right? I understand when people are trying to make me do something by saying don't do it.
Then don't drink your own pee on the show.
Wait, you can't tell me what to do. I'm fine with her pissing in somebody's face. I'm not fine with some guy getting pissed in his face. I know Because it's gross.
All
For
the
girl-
shit that
for the girl, it's awesome. For the guy, it's gross.
you're into.
Yeah.
Why would you say that this is like, why do you draw the line at this?
I mean, I guess I technically did draw a line. I was thinking I didn't draw a line, but and I don't know. Anything to do with dudes is gross. If it was like, if she pulled a chick up on stage and pissed in the chick's face, I'd be like, oh, all right. Yeah, I can get behind that.
You do you, boo.
Yeah. I don't know. It's gross. Guys, that's fucking disgusting.
Okay.
You am I wrong?
Yeah.
You like guys? Are you
Yes.
gay?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Yes. You said that so matter of factly. Like I should just know.
No, I just think you're being a kind of a bitch about it.
Wait, why? Okay.
Why what?
Why do you think? Well, why do you think that? First of all, and second of all, where you have to have a line somewhere where something that you think is just okay. No, that's not attractive to me. But piss is fine.
Yeah.
Why? Why is your line okay, but my line's not okay?
Oh, because your line is like, you're square, Like,
my line is at piss. And you're square.
No, like you've already told me that you've never even grabbed your wife by the ankles. Now I know for certain that you've never let her piss on you.
I haven't. You're right.
You're boring. How can you say you don't like something until you do it?
Okay. Would you let your wife shit in your mouth?
Like again?
You don't fucking lie to me.
No, I live by that rule, Anthony. I will not talk shit about something unless it's something that I've tried. Otherwise, I'm too ignorant on the topic to speak of it.
You are so full of shit. I love it. So then, how about not in your mouth? How about she shits in your hand and you have to eat it? The whole thing. And it's big. And it would take like 6 bites.
No.
Why not? You never tried it.
No, but I already called no poop.
I didn't know you could call that. Don't you? Oh, God.
So don't you think
you're
if you were some, what'd you say it was, Rage Against the Machine cover band?
Yeah.
If you were some shitty cover band and you finally got some traction after playing state fairs or whatever the fuck it is you're playing, don't you think that they should have embraced it?
Yes. The rest of the band, you mean? Absolutely. Yes. They wrote her off like nobody knew who they were 5 minutes ago. Now everybody has seen part of their show. Why would you not capitalize on it? Like if you said, hey, Anthony, let me piss in your face and we'll have billions of people watching us. Oh, I guess I'll take one for the team. I mean, that's the way it goes, Like, I'm not going to complain about it later. You're not pissing in my face.
Damn it. But we'll have dozens of people watching us.
Oh, well, in that case, it just seems like they could have capitalized on it a little better instead of turning on her. And like I said, she should either quit the band or piss in somebody's face at the next show. Why wouldn't she? What? You're not going to tell me what to do. Go fuck yourself. This is Rage Against the Machine cover band.
Fuck you. I won't do what you tell me.
Right, exactly.
Is that same band?
Yes.
I got lucky.
Right. Were you not a Rage Against the Machine fan?
No, I don't know anything about them.
I was when I was like 12 and then grew out of that pretty quick.
All right. All right. So do you want to argue now or you want to wait?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Yes and yes.
Okay. So I think we have 2 pending arguments. Do you want to do one now and then do one later or do them both in a row or what do you want to do?
Let's do one now and then do something else and then one later so we can end the show on an argument.
Okay. Do you want to argue about the medical industry or do you want to argue about the white terrorist shooter that is on trial?
Let's start with the medical industry. They both sound so fun.
Okay. So I'm opening up denied for being white.
Okay.
So you sent me this.
It's a video.
You texted me this.
Okay.
Not this.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So give your version of it.
So
Give
this guy was at the hospital, and it starts with him asking the nurse, "So I can't get it? I can't get this treatment?" And she said no. And he said, "Well, what if I smoked?" And she said, "No,
Hold
that's
on.
not one of the."
Hold on. It'd be easier if I just played it.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So give me a second.
Okay. Okay.
Well, because you're going to sit there and play it, and then, or you're going to say it, and then I'm going to play it, and it's going to be almost verbatim,
Right.
which is stupid.
So I'm not gonna be able to get it today because I don't qualify.
Yeah.
What if I like?
Hold on. What is it that he's talking about getting?
I think, if I understand correctly, monoclonal antibodies for COVID-19.
Okay.
A treatment for
My head
COVID-19.
that was no. Okay. But if I were black and Hispanic, then I'd be able to qualify. Okay. I'm being denied medical service because of my race. Is that?
That's the criteria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
the
what I do, I
criteria.
go around and make sure everyone meets the criteria.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the criteria that was set forth. If you were 65, you'll be good. But nope, you're healthy and you're healthy and no medical conditions. So research showed that you should be able to fight off COVID.
All right. What's the problem with this? And I'm being serious.
What?
Hello?
I'm here. So
Did
what?
I already win?
Yep, that was all you had to say. I'm being serious. All right, I'm out. So what's the problem? So one of the criteria for getting a particular medical treatment is the color of your skin. And this guy doesn't have the correct color of skin,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
And that's the problem.
Okay, so
I don't know how.
it sounds like it's a you problem, not an us problem.
No, I'm
I don't
white.
know that fits here, but
I'm white. I should get all the treatments.
okay. So in your mind, anytime something is anti-white, then you're all up in arms about it and sending text messages in the middle of the night, waking up me and my family.
Wait, I didn't say anything about anti-white. I said you're being denied medical service because of the color of your skin.
Yeah. There's nothing. Again, tell me what's wrong with this.
I just did
I'm-
twice.
So he's healthy.
Yes.
He's not in the affected demographic.
What does that mean? What does affected demographic mean?
Hold on, I'm going to say it a different way. Okay, so blacks, indigenous people, and Mexicans are all dying at a higher rate than white people. That is
they?
a fact.
Is it?
Yes.
According to
I
who?
did research on this today in preparation for this
No.
conversation.
Why? Why are they dying at a faster rate?
I don't know. I don't care. Like I just know that I'm ready to win this argument. I don't care why it's happening.
You can't win this argument.
I can though.
You
Okay.
can't, because
Okay.
giving medical, if we go down the road of say, I'm
No,
going to decide.
no. Stay off the
listen.
slope. Stay off the slope.
No, this is a road, not a slope. If we decide, let's
Which
just say right now, we're going to decide. We're going to
We have decided.
who decided?
America's people. Long time ago.
The People's Court? Did you say
No,
a long
this-
time ago?
Yes. This isn't a white thing or a COVID thing. This is how it's always been. If
With what? What other treatments have you seen where, well, you're white, so you don't get this treatment?
I knew that you were going to ask me that,
Yes.
and I have an answer for you.
Is it sickle cell anemia?
Yes. And you know what the treatment is?
What?
Monoclonal antibodies, the same fucking treatment. Do you know why the black people are getting it?
No.
Because their fucking cells suck. That's why they get sickle cell and COVID.
None of this is true.
It is true. I'm telling you, I did my research in preparation for this conversation. There is nothing wrong with this. That lady said it right. You're under 65. and you're healthy, there's no reason. We have a limited supply of monoclonal antibodies, and we need to make sure that the people that need them have them before the people that don't need them get them.
Okay, so if you have a limited supply of monoclonal antibodies and somebody comes in sick and there's nobody behind them that's
But
sick,
he wasn't sick.
You're not listening to me. He has COVID-19, right?
No.
That's the plague, right? He does. Oh, he doesn't have COVID-19?
No. He was trying to get it preemptively.
How do you? Are you just making that up?
No, I told you I fucking researched for this conversation because I knew the only thing you did is read the headline and then you passed your
I
judgment.
I did
Just
not
like
read
you
the
did with that
headline.
fucking Rittenhouse bullshit.
I didn't read the headline. I watched the video. So, okay. You're not going to convince me that we need to base treatments on skin color. It's not. It's not okay. It's not.
It's
just
part.
not.
It is okay.
It's not.
Okay. Let's say, for instance, here forth and forthwith that we only had one bottle of sun cream, or what the fuck's it called? Suntan lotion. Okay.
Okay.
We only have one bottle to sell.
Okay.
And a black guy comes in and right behind him is a white guy.
See, now you already changed the story. You already changed it.
So what? Anyway,
You're
a black guy
you-
comes in
You changed it.
and I don't care. And a white guy comes in. Would you sell the suntan lotion to the black guy knowing that it's not going to do him any good because he's got what is it? Melanin.
Melanoma. So you're changing crucial facts just to win the argument, which means that your argument is not solid.
No, it means that I'm no good at arguing.
Right. So the facts of the case are we have a limited number of this monoclonal antibodies. You're here.
Motherfucker.
You want this treatment that could save your life.
No.
COVID is the new plague. We have to save your life.
You can't sit here and crisscross applesauce on what it is that you're trying to argue about. We're not arguing on whether they have politicized COVID or whatever. The fact of the matter is COVID kills people. The second fact of the matter, the second fact of the matter is that it's killing more black people and Mexican people than white people and Asian people. The other fact of the matter is that once you get COVID, monoclonal antibodies limit the symptoms.
Okay.
The other fact of the matter is that if you're a healthy white male, if you're a healthy white cis male, there is less likely to hurt you. And the other fact of the matter is there's no reason to take a preemptive dose of monoclonal antibodies if you're a heterosexual white male.
You just keep throwing out more. Have you ever had gay sex? All right, you're in for the treatment.
But if you don't even test so much as test positive or have a fever or a cough or a runny nose, there is no reason to give you the sickle cell treatment when there's somebody that could have sickle cells that needs
So
the treatment.
now we're basing medical treatment on somebody could be sick tomorrow. So
No,
we're not
we
going to treat
know
you
people
now.
are sick, Anthony. There's nothing to treat. He's not sick. There's no reason to give him the medication.
And there's no reason to save the medication for somebody else who might be sick tomorrow. That is a dumb way to practice medicine.
Anthony, you don't
Doug.
give out medicine to somebody that doesn't need it.
How do you know you're not a medical
he's not
professional?
sick.
How are you? Then why is he in the hospital?
I don't know. I didn't see that about it.
Didn't research that part, did ya? He's in the hospital because he has COVID-19.
No. Fake news.
Oh, I didn't know we could just say fake news and win.
Did you hear him talking? Did he sound like somebody that was dying?
Did he sound like somebody that was in a hospital?
No.
You know that you're wrong. Just
I don't.
admit that you're wrong.
No.
Just what other? If we allow this at this point right now, don't you believe that that's a turning point where we're just going to start deciding medical treatments based on skin color? What are we opening the door for? You're pretending like a slippery slope doesn't count here. but-
Stop.
Too late. I'm already stopped.
Okay. We are not talking about, okay, in the future, if something comes up and you are denied medical services strictly because of your skin color and no other criteria.
Why are we waiting for the future? Why don't we do that now?
Okay, then if we do that now, then we'll have the conversation about that now. But right now, we're not talking about that right now. Right now, we're talking about the other criteria.
What other
such
criteria?
as over 65, black, indigenous, straight.
See, you can't even say your argument is so weak you can't even make it through. You can't even say the word indigenous without laughing.
I have never been able to say that word, Your Honor.
I'll plead the fifth for you. Just don't make me say indigenous.
Your biggest problem is all you did is focus on the headline, white, and then they're attacking. And if they're attacking us over this, then what are they going to attack us for in the future? I'm against it. That's it.
And your biggest problem is it's okay to treat people different based on race. It's fine.
And other criteria, yes.
Yeah, and race. So you're a racist, and I'm not. That's the problem here. You think it's fine to give people preferential treatment based on race, and I don't.
In this particular instance, yes.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, as long as we're on the same page, racist, it's fine.
Fine. Call me what you will. I don't give a shit, Cracker. I don't care.
You are advocating for medical treatment based on this color of your skin.
And
that is a stupid position to take. It's fine. You can have it. It's just stupid.
You're wrong.
Oh, didn't think about it that way.
Okay. Let's say that they come out with, okay. So you know how the flu, if you get the flu, if you eat chicken noodle soup, you feel better.
Yep.
Okay. So let's say that there's a shortage of chicken noodle soup.
Okay.
And the Spanish flu comes back.
Okay.
So the Spanish flu only kills Spaniards.
Okay. Got it.
Don't you think that they should give the chicken noodle soup to the people that are dying and not the people that are hungry for it?
No, of course not.
Okay, then you're a racist.
Oh, I guess your argument makes way more sense than mine.
No, keep in mind that in this instance, chicken noodle soup is medicine, not food,
and in short supply.
And in short supply, supply medicine.
Short supply. Okay, so you have a guy that comes in. I need some chicken noodle soup so I'll feel better. That's the end of the story. And then they say, no, because somebody else might be sick tomorrow. We have to save this for them.
No.
And you're not the right color.
See, that's not what happened, though. There's millions of people that are sick right now. And like 30% of them, 15% of them are black.
Okay. So
it's not like this guy was the last known COVID case, dumbass.
No. They have the needle ready to go. And they look at him. Oh, he's white. And then immediately from 6 inches away from his arm into a black guy's arm. Yeah, maybe. But it goes straight from 6 inches away from the white guy's arm back in the cabinet until a black person comes in.
You don't know that. You don't know that. You didn't watch that part of the video.
You don't know that
I'm
either.
I'm not speculating on what possibly happened after the video shut off. All I know is a black life got saved. A black life got saved. And you're against that, you piece of shit.
For every white guy that doesn't get monoclonal antibodies, a black guy gets his wings. I like it.
It just rolls right off the tongue, don't it?
That's right.
Okay, moving on.
No, not moving on. I want you to admit you're wrong, and you know you're wrong.
I'm not wrong, and I'm not. I know I'm not wrong.
So what if we look at the cancer treatments for whatever kind of cancer, and we look at it and say, oh, well, white people are getting this cancer more, so we need to deny black people the treatment for this cancer so we can give it to white people. Is that how we're doing things then?
That's not at all what happened, and you fucking know it.
Cancer kills you though, right? Does cancer not kill you?
Okay, here's what I'm going to do.
Well, I want to know what your criteria is here.
My criteria is for you to shut the fuck up long enough for me to tell you what I'm going to do.
Tell me then.
Okay. I am going to be I am just going to answer your questions yes, no. I'm not going to give you any smart ass comments. I'm not going to try to steer the conversation anyway
Okay.
at all.
Okay.
I want you to draw a parallel between white guy COVID, no, white guy cancer, black guy COVID.
Okay.
Go.
Does COVID kill people?
Yes.
Does cancer kill people?
Yes.
Parallel. That was pretty fucking easy. You wanted me to draw a parallel. There's a fucking parallel.
So that's it?
What? Well, that's what you asked. You asked me to draw a parallel. What? You said, I'm going to answer yes or no. You draw a parallel, which I just did. If we start denying people treatment based on the color of their skin, then we can, in the future, deny people treatment based on the color of their skin, dumbass. You don't think that that'll go into other fucking... You don't think that that's going to move into something else?
Okay. I'm going to try this. I want you to allow me to talk.
Yes.
And I want you to be as polite as I was, and I want you to shut the fuck up unless I ask you a question.
Got it.
Got it?
Yep.
All right. Do you understand that black and Mexican people are dying at a higher rate than white people?
I haven't looked into it, but I will take your word for it, yes.
It's just yes or no, fuckhead.
No, I have to point out that I don't know that for sure, but I'm taking your word for it.
Okay, hold on.
This whole argument
See, you can't do it. You cannot shut the fuck up.
I gave you the answer. I gave you the answer.
And then you just kept talking. You can't shut the fuck up long enough. Do you acknowledge that it is not my problem nor my fault that you can't do research before we have a conversation?
Yeah, I acknowledge that for sure. 100%. That's pretty easy.
Okay, so therefore you have acknowledged that black people are dying at a higher rate, a much higher rate.
Say something, you throw in facts
Shut up!
afterwards.
Black people are dying at an extremely fast rate because of COVID-19.
Okay.
Okay, so if a white guy who is not, he's like 24, healthy, he is not at risk of dying, and he goes in, there's one dose of this medicine left, and you're not going to give it to somebody who is not at risk of dying versus somebody who is more at risk of dying. Do you understand that?
I understand.
I would be with you 100%. You're not allowed to talk. I would be with you 100% if he was in there coughing and hacking. Like, even if he just coughed as much as you coughed, I would have said, give him the fucking medicine.
Can I just get it? Okay. Can I talk?
Please do.
Okay. So
Did you hear what I said?
Yes, absolutely.
No, did you listen to what I said?
Yeah, absolutely I did.
Okay.
So I know that your argument is weak when you have to see, and then you don't listen. That's how I also know, because you don't listen. Your argument was one thing, and then as I let you talk,
That's
you
for
said,
the sake of the show, Anthony.
There was
It's for
there was one vial left, and he was perfectly healthy. And
It's for the sake of the show. You understand that we're trying to be entertaining, right?
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't weaken my argument any more or less. Because if I try to say something funny, that doesn't weaken my argument. It only strengthens it.
I don't have an argument. If I don't have an argument for that, I just need you to know that you're wrong.
Right. That means you didn't listen, because had you listened to me when I was talking, then you would have said, oh, you know what? You're right.
Is that how that works? All right.
It would be different if the guy had any symptoms. He had no symptoms. None. Zero. Zilch.
So
Goose egg. None.
he had COVID-19. That's the disease. You know, I'm coughing. Oh my God, let's rush you to an ER. Like, I have the disease that's killing people, but you don't have any symptoms.
Yeah. Have you been paying attention to how this shit works? You know you can get it. You know you can be positive and not have any. You can be asymptomatic, right? You know that?
Bullshit.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck. That just blows my whole fucking foundation out from under me.
Yeah, I don't believe in asymptomatic spread or whatever.
Oh, of course. Let's get into that. What else don't you believe?
Oh God, I don't believe. Well, there's a lot of things I don't believe. So you believe in asymptomatically that this thing can just spread wherever nobody has any symptoms? It just spreads from person to person. Nobody even knows they have it.
Yes.
Yeah, so do I. I'm just making that up. This is fucking stupid. Of course. Oh, Jesus criminy. So, you've been watching that Rittenhouse trial?
All right, let's get into that. This was our 2 arguments, by the way.
Perfect.
So we didn't do a very good job spreading them out. Okay.
All right.
All right. So I've got to prepare myself for this.
Okay, just so you know, I have not been watching the trial. I only know like a very brief overview of what's going on.
You know that it's going very, very poorly for his attorneys, right?
For
Rittenhouse?
for the defense, right?
For what's his name? Rittenhouse?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
going
it's
really
going-
well for him.
No, it's going very poorly for him. Like there's a good
guess
chance he's going to get the chair.
I guess I'm getting different information. I did not know that.
They are. Well, how have you not been watching? They're pulling out like all kinds of character witnesses.
Yeah.
They had a witness that he said that he was going down there to shoot somebody, and he's on tape saying it.
Oh, I don't believe you.
That's because I'm full of shit.
You would have pulled that one out like right away if that was true.
So I do have something.
Okay.
This is funny. This is from Rosenbaum. That was the guy that was shot.
Yep.
Okay, so this is from his attorney,
Uh-huh.
and he was trying to downplay all of the, because they're painting Rosenbaum was a piece of shit, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so this is the cop or the attorney pretty much saying like he didn't deserve to die for these few things that he did.
Yeah. For these few things.
He tipped.
Sorry.
He just happens to stumble into it. So what does he do that night? Oh, let me tell you all the awful things Joseph Rosenbaum did. He tipped
Okay, you hear how sarcastic he's being, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
over a porta potty that had no one in it. He swung a chain. He lit a metal garbage dumpster on fire. Oh, and there's this empty wooden flatbed trailer that they pulled out in the middle of the road, and they tipped it over to stop some bearcats, and they lit it on fire. Oh, and he said some bad words. He said the N-word.
Fuck, I want to punch this guy.
Hold on. So I think it's great. Like, I think this is awesome that this guy, this is the prosecutor of this case. Like, they couldn't have found a worse fucking prosecutor.
No.
I've had public defenders that were better than him.
That's so awesome.
Are you still there? Did I lose
Yeah.
you?
Oh, I thought you were playing more of the video.
No, that was the
Oh,
video.
I thought there was more. I was waiting for more video. Did you do like the Predator call? Like,
That's the same thing he did.
oh, so didn't this Rosenbaum? Isn't he the one that like raped 3 boys? Like,
Yeah.
sodomized like a 9-year-old or something like that. Good guy. Why didn't he say that sarcastically?
Butt fucked a 9-year-old.
So it seems to me like it doesn't make any sense. It's like if you're a Democrat, you automatically have to think he's guilty. If you're a Republican, you automatically have to think he's innocent and he's a hero. And you know,
But so it's like I've been saying every I think the night of the shooting, all he was doing was going down to try to protect businesses or something.
sure,
Is what I've been saying.
yeah,
And we needed to wait until the facts came out before we passed judgment.
Sure.
And now the facts have come out, and now it's fair to pass judgment. And like I know I guess I got lucky on this one because I've been saying this whole time that it was self-defense, and you were more inclined to saying that he was out looking for trouble.
Yeah, he's
and I'm
a
just wondering,
cold-blooded murderer.
and I'm just wondering if you've changed your tune at all.
Fuck no. He's a cold-blooded murderer. He crossed state lines. Did you know that? Did you know he crossed state lines? Cold-blooded murderer looking to hunt people.
People hunter.
He's a people hunter. He was 17. He wasn't allowed to have a gun. He crossed state lines and killed. He went out looking to kill people, and he killed people. And then did you know that he plays Call of Duty? And do you know what Call of Duty is?
So I really didn't. I wanted to have this whole conversation without saying what his TikTok name was, but
Yes, it's funny. I hope I never have to go on trial, and they say some of the shit that I've said, or whatever, like just completely out of context. How, like, you're just on court TV, 4 doors, more whores. Yes, sir. Like, what? He's a 17-year-old kid, man.
yeah, okay. So how do you explain the shit that you've said or typed?
I'm 40 years old. What do you expect?
I'm 40 years old, man.
Yeah, what do you expect? I have a defense. I'm an idiot. I don't know. I don't know that half the shit that I've said is defensible, right? That's what I mean. I hope I don't have to go to court and it all goes on the record and some jury gets to decide if I go to jail. Even if it's not on the table, they'll give me the death penalty.
Well, I think it's good. It's kind of one of those things, if I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that I could get myself to read more about it.
Uh-huh.
But it doesn't matter what platform I go on. It's either people attacking him or attacking the people that are supporting him, or people attacking the people that are attacking him, or
Okay. In the reality of the situation, does it matter that he shot 3 like scumbags?
Yes.
Is that relevant at all?
Yes.
How?
Because if they let him, hold on, I want to get my thoughts on this.
Okay.
If they let him shoot 3 scumbags, what's going to stop everybody from going out and murdering scumbags?
Nothing. Isn't that a good thing? We'd have less scumbags.
No, all that guy did is tip over a dumpster. Should he have been killed for, okay.
You're like forming the ideas as you're talking.
Right.
I love it.
Okay.
Tends to stumble into it.
Should he have been murdered for tipping over a porta potty?
No.
Should he have been murdered for lighting a dumpster on fire?
No.
Should he have been murdered for swinging a chain?
No.
Should he have been murdered for tipping over a trailer and setting it on fire?
No.
Should he have been murdered for saying the N-word?
No.
Should he have been murdered for charging a guy that had a gun pointed at him and trying to grab the gun out of his hand, and then somebody else hitting the other guy with the skateboard, and then a gun going off somewhere else?
Yes. Wait. It irritates me to see people who I agree with them that this was self-defense, but it irritates me to see the whole case revolve around, well, he shot a pedophile. He shot bad people. It doesn't matter. That's completely irrelevant. And people that focus on that are missing the whole point of this. You are allowed to defend yourself. Even if those people, if he was being chased by a fucking priest, okay.
Especially a priest.
Yeah, especially a priest. But I mean, if he was being chased by somebody with no criminal record and that person with no criminal record was trying to kill them, yeah, you have a right to defend yourself. That's it.
Yeah, now you take that fucking stance.
Right. This whole time I've been on the other side. We're twisting.
Here's what I like.
Okay.
I like that I got this one so fucking wrong from jump.
Yeah.
I could not have been more wrong.
Really? I don't remember you being that wrong on it. I mean, I remember you saying, I think I remember you specifically saying, we probably should wait until more evidence comes out. I don't know that that's wrong.
I specifically remember saying that there was no reason for a 17-year-old to have a gun and cross state lines.
But that's true. You are right about that. Right?
No, I was saying that he was going out looking.
Yeah, you're wrong about that.
Yeah, no, I told you I was way. I was way off base on all of it
Yeah.
from the beginning.
So and that's another.
Like
I mean,
there's video footage of him like going and putting out fires and trying to stop the anarchy shit from happening.
sure.
And even the fucking guy that he shot that lived was like, well, he actually didn't shoot me until I pointed my gun at him.
It wasn't there like part of the video shows him like somebody's charging him. He points the gun at him and then they stop and put their hands up and he doesn't shoot them. Like
Yeah.
he's like, just, I want to leave from this situation alive. If you're not a threat to me, I'm not going to shoot you.
So
It's like textbook self-defense, right?
but you have to understand, like, I want to focus on what's important in this story, and that's me.
Okay.
I am
Sorry.
I am smart enough, I am an intelligent enough person
Yes.
to know when I am wrong.
Yes.
And I am putting myself at the mercy of the court by telling you I was wrong.
All right.
Now you do the same thing about the sickle cell thing.
I was wrong about sickle cell. I apologize. All the research points to sickle cell affecting only black people. So why I am curious, what made you jump to the conclusion that from the beginning, like he was guilty or this, you know what I mean? What was it?
So I've been thinking about that. Why did I draw such a firm conclusion based on no facts?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it has a lot to do with me being American.
Okay. All right.
No, because okay, so I took the facts that were presented to me,
Yes.
which were he was 17,
Yep.
he did in fact cross state lines,
Yeah.
and he had a gun. So
Yeah.
that's the three facts that I knew, and I built the rest of the story. Like, it doesn't make sense to me how a 17-year-old crossing the state lines is a stupid thing to say. It
Right. It's completely
doesn't
irrelevant.
matter.
Right.
So like what it should be is he was a 17-year-old with a gun and he drove 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I mean, yeah, but you could even break it down even farther than that and say he was in a crowd of people. 3 people attacked him, so he defended himself. That's how it should be framed because that's exactly what happened. All the rest of it is irrelevant.
But I again, it's not irrelevant because you asked me, how did I come to the conclusion? And it was, I took what little information I had and I
Sure.
drew my own conclusion, which was
Okay.
he was a young kid who, in my mind, went out looking for trouble. And I think me and you even had a long argument about, you said, no, he was going to protect the place he worked or some shit
Something
or whatever.
like that, yeah.
And that's when I started talking to you about calling you a pussy because you wouldn't go shoot people on your porch or something,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But
I'm sure it
anyway,
was something like that.
I am man enough to admit when I'm wrong. And this is one of the rare, very, very rare instances
Mm-hmm.
where I am wrong and I recall.
I'm going to wait until the verdict comes in to decide if I was right or wrong. I'm going to go with whatever they decide. And that's what I believed the whole time. That's how I live my life. What's funny to me is to watch these people try to turn it into a racial thing. Like, he shot 3 white people. And then I even saw somebody try to turn it into he's anti-Semitic because 2 of the people that he shot were Jewish. And only 1% of the population is Jewish where he lives or something like that. Like, he asked them if they were Jewish before he shot them. And people are just reaching. They're just grasping at straws for anything to hang this kid, you know?
Well, as they should.
As they should. It's their American patriotic duty.
Okay.
Did you by chance, this is not on the board, but I just saw it today. Did you watch that Saturday Night Live clip that's going viral
I did.
with what's his name playing Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
What did you think there was anything funny about that?
No, but I'm so fucking tired of every generation has said the same thing about Saturday Night Live.
Sure.
It used to be funny 10
Sure.
years ago.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They've been
10
saying
years
that for
ago,
years.
they were saying, God, this sucks. It used to be funny 10 years
Sure.
ago.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
10 before that, you know, Just say it wasn't funny once John Belushi left. That's all you have to say. Everything
That's
else.
not true at all.
No, that's what they've been saying. Don't tell
Yeah.
me it's not true.
No. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I'm not talking about Saturday Night Live as a whole. I haven't watched it in years. I don't really know. I think it's one of those things where you get to a certain age, you just kind of stop watching it anyways. So you're right. The next generation, you think it's not funny. I'm not making a comment on Saturday Night Live. I'm making a comment on that specific skit. It was really, really bad. I mean, it was just like cringe, right? I mean,
No. Okay. Yes, it was. I don't like using that word, but yes, it was cringy.
okay.
But it was no more cringy than any Jimmy Fallon jokes or anybody that's political, and that's
Really?
all it was.
Oh, I don't know. I just watched Jimmy Fallon for the first time in a really long time the other night. And once he got past his like political monologue at the very beginning, it wasn't bad. I mean, he's a funny guy. It was okay, I guess, but it seems like everything political now is just, it's so bad. I just remember The Daily Show being a funny, interesting show. Did you watch The Daily Show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember shows like that in the 90s being funny and being like way.
You weren't as jaded then.
Do you think that's what it is? Seriously?
Yes. Well, like the Saturday Night Live skit you're talking about,
Yeah.
they were making fun of Joe Rogan for taking the horse dewormer.
Yes.
And I think that's why you're so pissed off about it, because
I'm not pissed off about it. I don't want you to.
I think that's why you're. I'm going to talk like one of the kids. Hold on. I think that's why you're feeling some kind of way.
so vague. I mean, I'm always feeling some kind of way.
Because
So-
you're upset that what was that shit he was prescribed?
Ivermectin.
Ivermectin. So he was prescribed ivermectin by his doctor, and then the left-leaning media turned it into Joe Rogan eating horse dewormer.
Yep.
Okay. It's no different than you saying that I vape antifreeze, because they share one of the. It's the exact same thing.
But when I say that, it's funny because I know that you don't vape antifreeze. I'm making a fucking joke. It's funny.
And that's what they were doing on Saturday Night Live, was making a joke.
Right.
No, okay, you're right. They weren't. Forget it. You're right.
Is that so? You think that that's what I say when I say you're vaping? And that's what they were doing.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe I'm too jaded. I guess that's not how I see it at all. But
No, you see it as more left-leaning media pushing a left-leaning media narrative and saying that anybody that doesn't get a typical medical whatever process for COVID is a conspiracy theorist. And yeah, they were just making a joke.
yeah, I see it just like I see just about everything else. It's all part of this propaganda campaign. All of it. And maybe it's because I'm jaded, but once you kind of start to look at the world that way, everything fits into the propaganda.
Right. And
we're
and
pushing for that.
That's where I think your breakaway from society is, or your breakaway from reality, is that in your mind, everything you see, you can fit to follow that same
Yes.
propaganda narrative. And, sometimes it just doesn't, but you want it to so badly because you are such a piece of shit. What?
Well, I mean, I agree with that, but I don't want it to. But once you see the patterns and once you see what's going on, how do you not? And I'm trying to have a serious conversation. I am jaded. I know that. But how do people, and I'm very serious when I say this, how do people look at everything that's happening and then just go along like none of it matters and nothing's happening, right? How is that a me problem? That I
think
I don't know
it's
the question, I guess.
because there's nothing we can do about it. And I think that's the problem. So let's say it is. Let's say it's part of, let's say SNL is sponsored by Pfizer, and they're trying to steer people away from eating horse worms or whatever the fuck it was.
Or horse paste. Brushing your teeth with horse paste.
It's no different than that video I sent you about all of the supplies that are left over at the border.
Yes.
So it's like hundreds of millions of dollars of wall building supplies, I guess.
Yeah, and conduit for lighting and just all of it. Oh my God.
And it's just sitting there baking under the sun,
Yep.
and it's going to be unusable in no time at all.
Yep.
That's where all our tax money went, right?
Yep.
So Trump tried getting the wall built, and then I guess when Biden took over, he forgot or something. I don't know.
What wall? I don't know what you're talking about.
But what can we do about it? Nothing. And it's just every fucking day there's something else that we can't do anything about. So
Yes.
do we it's maybe it is the people don't care. Like I don't care. If SNL
Maybe it is that people don't care. I don't care.
no, like if SNL is truly part of the Pfizer propaganda machine, you know,
Yes.
like they come out, Pfizer comes out with a story that's like, look, we made 200 times more profit in the last year than we made more money in the last year than we have since ever. Like even our dick hardening pills didn't do this fucking good.
Right.
But you guys need to keep taking your boosters.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like Fauci has he's sponsored by Pfizer.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So let's say they're taking some of that money and putting it in, what's the guy's name in Saturday Night Live? Lorne Michaels. Putting it in Lorne Michaels' pocket like, hey,
Yes.
can we try to smash this horseworm shit?
Yeah, we don't need people taking that shit.
And then he tucks $100 bill in his pocket.
So you say, what can we do? In the grand scheme of things, you're right. Nothing. I'm not taking down SNL. I'm not gonna, none of that. Right. But if I can tell you, and by telling you one or two people like, oh my God, like this really is all just propaganda. That's just two more people that understand what we're up against here. And they don't just sit and watch fucking SNL and eat potato chips and veg out and just ignore all of it. Right.
Okay.
And then what? And then those
So-
people don't do anything either. So
Are you putting the responsibility? Are you putting the responsibility on me that now I have to tell somebody?
Yeah, you tell two people, and then they tell two people, and pretty soon we built a network. You know?
What is this? Fucking Amway?
Yes, we're selling horse dewormer through Amway. I don't know what the fucking answer is. I hate to see. I hate the fact that I can look at this and I used to like SNL and now I feel like it's literally nothing but propaganda. But I'm wondering if it wasn't propaganda the whole time, all of it. And I was just duped for so long. You know what I mean?
You know, what I was wondering is somebody sent me a clip, so to speak, of our show.
Yeah.
And it was from an episode called Bring the Comedy.
Okay.
We were funnier. Why don't we do that again?
Yeah, let's do that. How do you do
Yeah,
that?
yeah, see?
Yeah, see?
Don't eat the horse dewormer, see?
We need to stop talking about politics and start talking about funny shit. But where what are we talking about?
Okay. So let's go to Poop Pants.
Yes. There we go. I love this story.
A woman who pooped her pants halfway through a marathon and ran with it.
That's all we need. I'm sorry. A woman who pooped her pants. I want to be a journalist. That's all I know.
Can I please get on with the story?
Yes, sorry. Go ahead.
A woman who pooped her pants halfway through a marathon and ran with it in her shorts until she crossed the finish line achieved a personal record.
Fastest woman to run a race with poop in her pants. What's the record here?
All right. So I don't even want to read this article. See, that's the fuck. It's so stupid.
Do you want to talk about politics instead? That's it. There's no article. That's it. That's the whole thing. She ran with poop in her pants. She was running a marathon. She had to poop, so she just let it go in her pants.
All right. So I've got to read the article because I don't believe this to be from a reputable source.
Okay.
Here's why I say that.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm still reading. I should have just read the whole
So
fucking article.
You're just reading it to yourself? That's quality content right there.
All right, fuck it. I'll just start. I'm gonna start reading it anyway. But when I get to the part where what I was looking for, then I'll say this is what I was talking about.
Okay.
Tamara Torkelson's digestive tract is a well-oiled machine. When it, what?
Sorry. I don't want to be a journalist anymore. I don't want to have to write shit like that.
Whenever she has a race or a long run day, her bowels automatically clear before she hits the road. Nothing was different on the day of the Mountains 2 Beach Marathon, her sixth race of the 26.2 mile distance in 2018. Halfway through, she realized she needed to go. How she handled the urge was unusual, by pooping her pants. But she believes it served her well. Torkelson ended up achieving a personal record as well as legend status in her running circles.
You think that's true? Like, you almost pooped your pants on podcast and you don't have a legend status.
The Mountains 2 Beach Marathon, which starts in whatever California and ends in some other place in California, would be her first postpartum race. And she thought she could set a personal record. And for the first half of the race, she was on track to do just that. But at mile 13 or 14, she realized she needed to go to the bathroom. She didn't want to lose physical or mental momentum by stopping, nor did she want one pit stop to prompt her colon to request several. I thought, hold on, there's a quote here, so you read it.
I can't. I was clicking on the lady that wrote the articles trying to figure out if this was real.
I thought, I don't know if it's possible to poop while running, but I'll try. I don't want one poop to mess all this up. See, there's no way this is fucking
I
real.
don't want one poop to. Is that how you felt? I don't want one poop to mess all this up. So we're gonna have to cut this short.
Okay, so here's the part where I was trying to find before, where I don't. Here's why I don't think this is real.
Okay.
So without stopping, she relieved herself into the built-in underwear and her shorts. I had to focus, she said, and continued on her way. It just came out, and I felt a lot better. Torkelson doesn't think anyone noticed, and she said she didn't give a shit if they did. Marathoners don't judge. I don't believe for a second that a journalist worth their salt would write, in quotes, I didn't give a shit.
But if that's what they said, right? She's
how-
quoting them.
I think that they would have put an asterisk in there.
You think so? It's not the N word.
I didn't give an asterisk.
That would have made this article way funnier. So, have you ever tried shitting while you run? Is it even possible?
Well, I seen they did it on Jackass.
I mean, I guess that's true. I forgot about that.
All right, so this is the end of the article. But sometimes the race day runs just happen, no matter what you've done to prepare. In that case, runners recommend noting ahead of time where the portable toilets will be on the route and tucking some toilet paper or baby wipes in your pocket or fanny pack. Or you could take Torkelson's unconventional advice and just keep going. If I had stopped in a porta potty, she said, who knows what would have happened.
You would have shit in a porta potty, not shit
Right.
your pants. I mean, it's pretty easy. Just know what would happen.
So here's the problem I have with this story.
Okay.
Let's pretend for a second that it's real. I don't know
Okay.
if it is. The problem that I have with it is that this marathon that you trained however long for
Uh-huh.
is not so important to give up your dignity.
Do you,
And whether or not she thinks she doesn't give a shit,
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking her dignity from her. She doesn't have it anymore.
you don't have it. So don't you think that? So maybe she had dignity, like, oh, I finished this race with shit in my pants and nobody knew. I went and cleaned up real quick. No. Now I'm gonna go to the news and say, hey, guess what? I shit my pants while I was racing. Isn't she giving up her own dignity at that point? Like, you could have just slunk off into the shadows and cleaned yourself up, but you ran straight to the media tent. Like, hey, look what I just did.
You know, like when I told the story about me shitting my pants coming
Yeah.
back from Wichita,
Yeah.
that wasn't because I had any dignity when I started telling that story. Like I lost that a long time ago.
Okay.
But I'm not looking for anybody to congratulate me for my, you know, like, God, he put his mind to finishing that shake on the way home, and God damn it, he did it.
Good for him. Good
If,
for
there-
him.
if there's anything I say about that Doug is once he puts his mind to something,
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. There was no like entertainment. I don't know why she did this. There was no entertainment value. It's not like she came on our podcast to tell a story about shitting her pants. That would have been funny. I could have understood that. But she went to like a journalist, supposedly. And like, hey, you want to write an article about me shitting my pants? Like, I don't understand the like why. Why would she do that?
you mean like, what's her motivation?
Yeah, there you go. Couldn't think of the word.
I don't care.
Okay, fair enough. What's her motivation? I don't care. Just doesn't fucking matter. Can we get back to talking about politics?
Okay, which matters? Does this story matter any more or less than the Rittenhouse thing?
To me, no, not at all.
No, in the world.
Oh yeah, of course.
Why?
The Rittenhouse thing is matters more. It's
Why?
going to have ramifications far from the trial. You know what I mean? It's lots of shit's going to come from that. Not a lot of shit's going to come from this lady shitting her pants.
No, what's going to come from it? I'm not talking about the severity of killing two people versus shitting your pants. I'm just talking, should anybody have access to being able to read any of this? Like, would it be better if we could just cut off the news? Like, cut off people's ability to communicate?
What? I'm not sure what you're asking me. Are you asking me if it was better when there's only 3 news channels and we couldn't talk about the news except for at work?
Yes.
Yeah, of course it was better.
Okay.
But we're putting ourselves out of a job, aren't we?
No, we can. This is a hobby. We could still talk to each other on the phone.
We're putting ourselves out of a hobby.
Me, my hobby would be talking to you on the phone.
What do you do for fun? I talk to this guy. Homo. Maybe we should take the show in a different direction. Have we tried that yet?
Okay. Like what? Let's do it.
All right, what do you want to do? Well, I mean, we can't do true crime. We've already tried that. And you want to do a fishing podcast?
I do.
When's the last time you went fishing?
I fucking hate fishing.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's stupid.
Why? What? How can you think fishing is stupid? You
Because I
sit.
don't like eating fish.
Neither do I.
Then why the fuck would you?
You sit by the water and just watch the water and relax and just
Yeah,
Just
I'm
hang
all for
out.
that. That doesn't mean I have to throw a fucking worm on a hook and throw it in the water. I can go sit in the water now. I don't even have to take any fucking fishing.
Are you scared to touch the worm? Is that what this is about?
Oh, when they fucking poop all over your fucking fingers, it's disgusting. Fishing is stupid, and hunting is stupid.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say. Just a blanket statement. Fishing and hunting are stupid.
It is. Okay, guy at work today, driving to work,
Yeah.
hit a deer.
Okay.
No shit.
Yep.
He didn't have to get dressed up in any fucking anything. He was just driving to work and he hit a deer.
Free meat. Did he
didn't-
take it?
He didn't have to put any fucking cow urine on or pig or horse urine, whatever the fuck they spray on themselves. He didn't have to do it like burr, 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 burr. Deer.
Deer.
He didn't have to do nothing. So
Just drive to work.
So tell me why it's impressive for somebody to go and spend $1,000 on a fucking bow and fucking razor blades on the end of their bows and put on their stupid fucking ghillie suits and shit. Wow. How is that impressive?
You went from it's stupid to how is it impressive? I don't remember ever saying about impressive. You're comparing two different things.
Okay, then how is it not stupid?
You get meat. What do you mean?
You can get meat by going to the fucking grocery store. Even Dollar General has meat.
You're hilarious. Do you believe that it's the same? Like it's all like meat that you hunt is the same as meat that you just walk in your flip flops or your fucking Crocs and buy? Like it's the same thing?
No, I don't have to hang that tube of hamburger up in my garage and gut it.
Be awesome if you did though. You just come to your house and you got fucking tubes of hamburger hanging around like big sausages. Oh shit. You can't possibly think that hunting is stupid. You can't.
I can and I do.
Because when the world breaks down, the
That's
people that know
different.
how to hunt, they're gonna kill you and they're probably gonna eat you, and then they're gonna hunt in your backyard.
Okay, that's fine. So if somebody right now goes out and goes hunting and I say, "Hey, what are you doing?" and they say practicing, that's fine. You get a pass. It's not stupid.
See? Okay.
But to go out and hunt deer, which only tastes good if you add cheese to it and make it fucking meat sticks. Have you ever eaten raw deer? It tastes like shit.
Yeah, it tastes pretty bad. It's not great. So in that case, my strategy for the end of the world is just to rob as many people as possible.
Okay,
So if
when's
I
the
go
last
out and
time you
rob
went?
people-
When's the last time you went hunting?
Never. I've never been hunting. It's gay. Hunting is stupid.
When's the last
I
time
can
you've
just
been?
go to the store and buy
When's the
meat.
last time you've been fishing?
Oh, it's been a couple of years. I like fishing.
How?
Okay. I like
no,
sitting
hold
and
on.
relaxing and pretending to catch fish.
Do you like eating fish?
Not really.
That's so fucking stupid. Why would you waste your time going to catch something that you don't like? Like if you had a hankering for deer meat, then I can understand going to hunt deer because you can't buy that in the store. That makes sense to me.
Okay.
I think that goes against everything I just said. But
That's okay.
whatever.
But whatever. It's fine.
But why would you go fishing if you don't even like eating fish? You just like killing animals.
I don't kill them. I take the hook out and throw them back.
So you just like maiming animals.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of my thing.
Sometimes I beat them over the head with a club and then throw them back and watch them float away.
Fuck. So I think back, like I used to fish when I was a kid,
Yeah.
and like you just catch this stupid little fucking bluegill or something.
Yep.
And I had this. It was like like old ladies have the claw reacher things.
Yeah.
So it was like that, except it had like a metal alligator head on it. So if you squeeze it, it pinched the little
Sure.
teeth together.
Yeah.
And that's how I would grab the hook out of their mouth. So I could grab the fish and then I would use my alligator pincher thing to pull the hook out.
Okay.
But I was such a little fucking deviant that I would just shove that thing right into the fucking fish and have it pop out its butthole. Such a fucking little asshole. It's like, I can't eat this. The fucking inside exploded.
The guts came out. I can't eat that fish. So fishing podcast is out.
All right, what's next?
Oh my God.
What about a passive income podcast?
Okay. Do you know how to get passive income?
No, that's why we would podcast to figure it out.
So why don't
We could have different guests on.
that's what I was just going to say. Why don't we have people on that can tell us how to get a passive income and then just, get a passive income?
All right.
How many episodes do you think we have to do before our income is passive?
I can tell you how many minutes we have to go before I become passive.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, everybody that's listening, hang out in the Discord and we're going to do some deer flabbies. Or don't, whatever. I don't give a shit. Bye.